Welcome to the Walking Dread podcast.
Ooh, I like that.
It's your daily dose of addictive horror.
Addictive horror.
Yeah, I'm Adrian, and I'm here to make sure your ears get a good haunting every single day.
I'm Julia, and I'm here to help unpack all the creepy, eerie details.
So are you ready for this? We're diving deep into an ancient crypt tonight.
Oh, I love crypts.
Yeah, you know the kind that just reeks of despair and echoes with the tormented whispers of souls that are trapped there.
Like you can almost feel the weight of their suffering.
Almost like it's a physical presence, right?
It's heavy.
Yeah, and tonight's story is centered around a priest named Father Elias.
He seems like he means well.
Yeah, you know, he feels drawn to this forsaken place, almost like he's, called to be there.
Have you ever felt drawn to a place, even if it gave you the creeps?
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
Well, in this case, Father Elias, he hears those whispers. He feels those pleas for release, for help, maybe even for vengeance, echoing from the trapped souls inside.
It's kind of like that moth to a flame, isn't it?
It is.
You know, that deep compassion that leads him to believe he can use ancient rituals to cleanse the crypt and just set these spirits free.
I mean, that's noble, right?
Oh, yeah, noble intentions. But it makes you think.
Yeah.
Like, if something has been trapped for centuries, maybe there's a good reason.
Right, it's meant to be contained.
Do you think that that sense of urgency to help or to fix things could actually blind someone to the dangers?
Oh, absolutely. It's almost like a classic tragic hero setup. Good intentions, a noble goal, but a fatal flaw.
Yeah.
In this case, perhaps a lack of foresight or maybe underestimating the forces at play. I mean, remember, Father Elias is carrying the weight of centuries of torment on his shoulders.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So fueled by compassion and maybe a touch of hubris, Father Elias starts the ritual.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, runes carved into cold stone.
Runes are always creepy.
I know, right? Chants in a language lost to time.
Ooh, that gives me chills.
Suddenly, power surges through the crypt.
Uh-huh.
And even the shadows, they twist and contort as if they're alive and protesting.
Like, what did he awaken?
And it's like the crypt itself is aware of what's happening and trying to warn him.
It's like, stop, dude. You don't know what you're doing.
Turn back.
Yeah.
Imagine being in that moment. You're trying to do good.
And everything's telling you no.
And suddenly, the very environment's reacting against you? Would you question your actions or press on?
I don't know. Some people are just stubborn.
Father Elias, he doubles down.
Oh, no.
And things go sideways fast.
This doesn't sound good.
Instead of finding peace, the trapped souls, they find an escape route. The whispers become pronouncements, almost like promises of vengeance. Elias realizes the ritual backfired. He's trapped, drained, and facing the full horror of what he unleashed.
Oh, the poor priest.
It's like the classic horror trope, you know? The helper becomes the victim.
Exactly.
The crypt is now a haven for these powerful, vengeful entities.
That was supposed to be their prison.
It was. But now, it starts luring unsuspecting travelers with stories of lost souls and hauntings.
It becomes like a beacon of false hope.
Right, and guess who's the bait?
Who?
I'm
Don't
going
tell
to-
me it's Nellie. Father Elias himself. His spirit is trapped within the crypt, and he becomes part of the lure. His cries for help, his despair, all become part of the trap.
It's so sad.
It's like his good intentions are now twisted and used to snare more victims.
It's a vicious cycle. People hear these cries for help, they see a spectral figure, and they think they can be the hero. You know, the one to finally free these trapped souls.
It preys on our empathy.
It does. It preys on that instinct to help those in need.
But the spirits don't want help. They've transformed into vengeful beings, feeding on the life force of anyone who enters.
Oh, man.
And what's even more tragic is their rage. It isn't even directed at their original tormentors. It's unleashed indiscriminately on anyone who dares to step inside.
Talk about bad luck.
I know, right?
Just wrong place, wrong time.
So it's a misdirected rage, an echo of pain reverberating through the centuries. So what started with one person's torment is now echoing through everybody else.
Yeah, and they're not seeking justice, they're spreading suffering. The crypt becomes a monstrous engine of despair, fueled by the very souls it once held.
That is rough.
And Father Elias is at the heart of it. His genuine desire to help is twisted into like a siren song, luring more victims to their doom.
That's messed up.
It's a chilling reminder that sometimes our good intentions can have devastating consequences, especially when we try to interfere with forces beyond our comprehension.
Forces beyond our comprehension. I like that. That's a good note to end on.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
It does.
So if you stumbled upon this crypt, knowing its history, would you heed the warnings and turn away?
Or would you be like Father Elias and try to be a hero?
Or would you risk it all to answer the cries for help?
I don't know, some people just can't resist a good ghost story.
Yeah, that's right.
Or maybe a bad one.
All right, well, that's it for tonight's episode of the Walking Dread podcast. Don't forget to rate and follow for more tales of terror delivered fresh daily.
And try not to think about ancient crypts.
Especially creepy priests trapped inside.
Yeah, and maybe leave a light on tonight.
Until next time, sleep tight.
If you can.
Bye.
Bye.